Hey guys, it's Draven Edwards, and today I'm going to be talking about Thomas and Friends on Nick Jr. You know, you already know that Nick Jr. had Thomas and Friends before, because in the UK, they really had Thomas and Friends. And then in US, the Thomas and Friends episodes are good. So, yeah. And also, you might be wondering, the UK of Nick Jr. on Thomas and Friends was been removed, as well as the AUS, and also in the early late 2020s, they removed Thomas and Friends, and now Thomas and Friends is going to be removed out on the websites, which just kind of sucks. Seriously, Nick Jr. and Mattel? What? Why did you really do this? Why did you make Thomas and Friends no longer on Nick Jr.? Just why? Look, you already did the US of Nick Jr. when the Thomas and Friends first appeared in The Adventure Begins, even though it's just made back in 2015. And now in Nickelodeon, Thomas is making his first appearance on Nick Jr. in 2018. So yeah, you already know that. And also, why in the world did you do this? I mean, come on. You could have just have Thomas and Friends on Nick Jr. longer, lasted 5 years. Just why, Mattel? Why? And also, Mattel, why did you do this? I cannot believe what you had did in the 2020s on Nick Jr. because Thomas and Friends is no longer be on Nick Jr. It's just why? Why did you do this? And this is what you get for doing this. Like the same thing you did to the UK, the AUS, and the US. And we're not going to see Thomas and Friends on Nick Jr. ever again. And it's all your fault. Either way, with that out of the way, yeah, that is it. So, I know that Thomas and Friends is no longer on Nick Jr. and Nickelodeon because they decided not to. And it's going to be happening on Nick Jr.'s website. So, yeah, that is about it. And also be sure to look out for my remake, which will be happening tomorrow, because this will be our first remake, so stay tuned for that. So stay tuned for the remake of Thomas Percy and Old Slow Coach remake. And I'm still working on it, so stay tuned for tomorrow. And I'll see you guys right into it. And goodbye.